is we put a bunch of peanut butter on our spoon. Put my dogs in a sit stay because they know how to do that. But if your dog can't do that, just put them in a different room if they can't wait. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip my finger in the peanut butter. So if you're allergic to peanuts, might not be the best idea. Yeah, and I am going to stick that in random places in the living room. Sit, wait. Yeah, so I might put a dot there. I might put a dot here. Some over here. Yeah, and then I can release my dogs and I'll say, go find. And they have to go and find where I've put the peanut butter. It's a great activity for rainy days. So I just went ahead and put heaps of dots around my living room. Go find. And then you're going to just let them work it out. If your dog is new to this game, I recommend starting with a few hides only and not as many as I just did. You might do maybe 3 or 4. If your dog is new to it, you should also have them watch the first few times so they know what they are looking for. They think I've put some outside, which I didn't, so I don't call them back in. I'm just going to let them work it out. Obviously mine are quite experienced in this game, but if your dog is new, just put a few out whilst he can see what you're doing, and they generally catch the drift of this game really quickly. Next game that we're learning is A Thing in a Thing. Now, this is actually a new game for Lennox as well. We've practiced a few times. What you need, down, is a random object that your dog is allowed to pick up. This is his elf hat from Christmas costume. And you need a bucket. Yeah, that's all you need. We don't need the bucket in the first bit. What you're going to need as well is treats. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss it. Yes! And I'm going to mark when he picks it up with his mouth. Yes! That's the only criteria. Yes! Picking it up with his mouth. Yes! And I toss the treat. Yes! Yes! If this is a brand new object to your dog, you might want to start, yes, you might want to start with just touching it with their nose. So yes! So just interacting with it gets him a treat at the moment. Yes! And then I'm slowly going to wait. Yes! There, he tried to use his mouth. It's a very big object. I'm gonna wait him out, see how he's... Yes! There, the moment he put his mouth on that thing, yes! Yes! Yeah, so now he's like, ooh, I need to pick it up with my mouth. I get it. Yeah, so that's how you would go, yes, go at it with a new object. So I'm using soft things because it's easier to start with soft toys. Alright, leave it. Now I need to put it out of sight because I don't want him to pick it up. Wait. Now next bit is the bucket. So I'm going to hold out the bucket and he needs to put his nose in it. If his nose is in it, I will say yes and he gets a treat. Yes. 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 Okay, the reason I do that is because I'm going to teach him that he needs to drop the object in the bucket. So the only place he gets fed is in the bucket. I'm going to wait him out. Yes. Good. Alright, now that he knows hey, I get treats in the bucket, I'm going to get the toy out again. What's that? Ready? I'm gonna toss it so it's fun. Toss. Yes. And he gets a treat for picking it up. Yes. Oops. Yes. I'll pick it up again. Toss it. So at the moment, I'm just tossing. Whenever he eats the treat, whenever he picks it up, the reward will come in the bucket. So that's helping him target to put it right in the bucket. Yes. Yeah. And now I'm going to, because we've done this a few times, I am only going to reward him if he lands it in the bucket. Yes. Oh. On top of it, close enough. Ready? Get that. Yes. See, do you see how I was helping him by moving the bucket closer to him? Because he doesn't know this trick that well yet. That's how I'm helping him. Come on. Wait. Good. Yes! Good. Get it. Almost, buddy. Yes! And as he gets better at it, I'm gonna give him less help. Ready? Get it. Go get it. Oh! That's a jackpot. Yeah, he got that right in one go. Good job, bud. Nice work. So we really want to reward those moments, and then eventually just almost. Yes. Eventually this trick hopefully evolves to the putting your toys away trick. Get it? Yes. That's a thing in a thing. The Flirt pole is really great. A great enrichment tool and also exercise tool. So basically it looks like a fishing line. So I have a PVC tube, some simple rope from like the hardware store, and a toy that I could tie to it. And I'm going to let my dog chase it. So the Flirt pole is really great to practice impulse control. As you can see, I have Zelda sit down first, and I want her to wait until I give her the release to come and chase the Flirt ball, which I just gave her there. So now she gets to chase it, and when she catches it, we will tug with it for a while, and then here we go, and then I will wait a little bit, and oh, she dropped it, so she can have another go. And then I'll wait and I'll give her an out command, which means she has to give it back to me to restart the game. To restart the game, I want her to be nice and calm. So this is a good one to let a dog like her, who's a herding dog, get some of that drive out, or dogs that love chasing birds or cats and other kind of stuff. You want them to have an outlet for that feeling. And the Flirt pole is really ideal for that. So here you can see that she had to sit quite a while whilst I moved the thing around before I released her to the Flirt pole. So that is teaching impulse control. A lot of dogs can't do that at the beginning because all they want to do is go, go, go. So in this video we have Lennox, and Lennox is much more explosive and has less impulse control around toys than Zelda has. So first I let him sit. See how he's like trying to get up? So this is an impulse control exercise for him where I'm going to swing that thing around a while until I have him calm enough to release him, like I just did there. See, he just jumped right into the fence. That's how much he wants it. And his tugging is way more intense than Zelda's. There you see, he nearly pulls me over. So he gets to tug it for a while, And with him, I'm still working on getting a good out command, so making him let go of the toy. So how do I do that? I just have a bunch of treats in my pocket, and I put the treat on his nose. I say out at the same time, and then he gives me the toy back, and we can have another round. So I wait till he sits, and I do some fake moving and release him. There we go. And he's off again. And then you repeat. Yeah, so the more you do this, the better their impulse control gets. You can make this harder by making them sit in the middle of chasing. You can ask them to out in the middle of tugging. That's really hard. So there's lots of ways that you can utilize this. It's great if you can't walk and you need to give your dog a really good outlet for energy. It's good on a rainy day if you can't walk because you're trying to get in between rain days. It's good if you don't have a lot of time to really tire them out for a little bit. And yeah, it's great to give your dog that outlet of chasing something and not being punished for it, because how many dogs chase bicycles, cars, cats, birds, and every time they hear, no, don't do that, but it's a dog. Dogs want to chase things, and this is a great way for them to be allowed to do it, but also learn how to stop and how to put it on control. Yeah, so Flirt Pull is all about control. For this game, we are going to teach our dogs to go through and under objects. So I'm going to start with my large hula hoop, and I'm just going to have her on one side, and that's it, and lure her through the hula hoop. Yes, she wants to jump. We have done this a few times. It's been very long. Alright, she wants to go around this day. Good girl. Nice. Yeah. I could lift it a bit if I wanted to, so she actually has to do a little jump. Oh, dropped it. Yes. Yes, good girl. I could choose to go with a small hula hoop. Yes. Do not do this with a dog that is still a bit afraid of it. Start really nice and large. On a dog that might be worried, you might just start with feeding like this. Yeah, where you just feed for sticking the head through. And then slowly you're going to ask for more and more behaviors. Yes, good job. You can also see if your dog is comfortable doing this. I'm using my big hoop for that. Yeah, I'm going to put my hoop down. I'm going to ask her to sit in the middle. Sit. Good girl. Wait. And I'm going to see if I can lift the hoop. Yes, good girl. Or if I can put the hoop back over her again. Good. Touch the tail. Which a really great and easy way to feed your dog that is not feeding from the bowl is scatter feeding. With scatter feeding, you're just going to toss the treats onto the living room or your deck or your grass or wherever it is that your dog can go. If you have resource guarding dogs, do not do this together. My dogs are fine together, and that's why I'm going to show you together. But do not do this if your dog's guard. Ready? And just let them eat. Yeah, that way they have to look for their food. It's more engaging than eating out of a bowl. Good job. If you need cones, yeah, I have 5. You can start easy with 2 cones. That's how we're gonna start. And I put peanut butter right at the end of the cone. And then I slide 1 cone on top of the other. So now there's like little bits of peanut butter sticking out, but they need to be able to get to that bit and work out how to do that. So for this game, I am holding the cones and I'm going to present it to him, and then he got to work it out. This side. Okay. So all I'm doing here is hold it. Yeah, you hold it for them to take it apart, and then the next step would be that you give it to them, and they have to try and figure it out himself. And now you see Lennox is getting the first one off, and then he kind of just controls the game. I don't decide what he does with it. He will want to push it around in a minute. I'm all fine with that. So pretty easy game to let them explore. You could do this with other items as well. We can make this game a little bit harder by using more cones and putting peanut butter on more spots. So again, here, I might put some here on the side. Ooh, I'm running out. Here, put a cone on top, like that. And then I'll put one more cone on top. So now it's 3 cones. And previous round, I held the cones. This time, I might just put them down on the floor. Alright, this round, I'm just going to give it to him and see if he can work out how to get them apart. So this is obviously much harder. Oh, there we go. So for this game, you're going to need a bunch of kibble, a good length rope, and an old carton. Milk carton, juice, whatever really. And you're going to cut some holes in the bottom. See how I've cut a few holes? And what we're going to do is we're going to hang this up outside, and then I'll show you the setup in a minute. So here you see my setup with my bungee bottle. So I just did a simple loop first over the tree, and then the outer end of the rope I loop through the handle, because now I can pulley it. Yeah, so if I need to lower it like that, I can easily just stand on this side. If I need to make it higher, I can pull it up. So it really depends on how the dogs want to play with it. If they need a little bit of extra help, you want it lower. If you want it harder, you pull it up. Yeah, there will be treats in here, and what they need to do is bop it to get the treats out. Ready? Bop it! Get it! Get it, boy! Yeah, bop it! Nice! Get it! Bop it! Yes! Oh, treats falling out. Go get it! Get it! Yes! Get it! Good boy! Good job! Get it! Yeah! Get it, boy! There we go! Get it! Flip it! I think it's empty, dude. Now he's just having fun pooping it. Get it, boy. Get it. You. Careful. Okay. And he's made it into a spring pole. Oh. Okay. Oh. Careful. Nice. Good boy. So I put the treats out, and he has to track the path to the end result. Okay. Yay, found the end goal. Yeah, it's like pretty straightforward. You can then make it harder by putting less treats down to get to the end result. Okay. when they're getting good at it, you are going to add obstacles on the way too. Okay. Job. Next game is relatively easy. I have a blanket. Oh, you could use a towel, doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna fully roll it out, because then it becomes a really big towel. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna sprinkle a bunch of treats over that, over here. And then I'm going to tightly roll up the blanket. Like that. Good. That's your first step. Done. Okay, Zelda. And then I'm going to let her work out how to do this. So Zelda is a gentle dog, so she worked it out quite quickly. Good girl. You could easily do and feed your dog like this instead of using your dog food bowl. Yeah, it makes it a little bit more exciting. There's something still in there. Gotta work it out.